That's a fair ball to Jake. What a play from Jake Oliver. And that is destroyed! Tie game! 60. That's in play down the third baseline. Peter makes the great play from Peter McNeil.
Justice already took advantage of that. What a play over at third.
He's heading home. Oh, he's out. He's going to be out. Jordan Rice takes out Trey Cluxton right.
In play, that's a fair ball to Jake. What a play from Jake Oliver. And that is destroyed! Tie game! 60. That's in play down the third baseline. Peter makes the great play from Peter McNeil.
Justice already took advantage of that. What a play over at third.
He's heading home. Oh, he's out. He's going to be out. Jordan Rice takes out Trey Cluxton right.
Get out, ball later!
And he might have just missed it. Got it wrong from Jordan Rice. And that's a shot. That's a what a play.
In play, that's a fair ball to Jake. What a play from Jake Oliver. And that is destroyed! Tie game! That's in play down the third baseline. Peter makes the great play from Peter McNeil.
To that. What a play over at third.
That's in play, and he might have just missed it. Caught it wrong from Jordan Rice.
Cross, get out, ball later!
And that ball is out of here. Walk-off home run. Oh, top for the out as Barrett's coming home. And that's a shot. Zach Conway. He's heading home. Oh, he's out. He's going to be out. Flips over the first. I don't know if I like.
Flips the Flare it up. What a play for Peter McNeil!
What is going on, ballers, and welcome back to AWA Field here in Edmonds, Washington. We have another wiffle ball matchup tonight between the Western Wolfpack and the Metropolitan Mojo. Should be a good one here tonight. Been a tough season for the Wolfpack this year, sitting at 2-16 on the year. Looking to get that third win on the season. Hoping to hunt for that tonight against the Mojo, who are sitting at 8-10. The Mojo have been a solid squad this season, but have had some issues with players showing up, and, you know, we'll see how each team fares tonight. For your production crew here tonight, I have Mark Campanero joined alongside Peter McNeil. We'll be taking you the rest of the way for Mojo Wolfpack, and I'm excited for this one, Peter.
Yeah, it should be a good one.
Should be a good one. We are going to get into starting lineups here tonight for both of the squads. For the Western Wolfpack, only 3 men will be playing for the Wolfpack here tonight, and it'll be the same story for the Mojo. For the Wolfpack, Alex Harden will lead it off and play first base. Jace Pratt will be on the mound tonight hitting second. Chad Curtis will round out the squad hitting third at third base. That's your Wolfpack starting lineup here tonight. For the Metropolitan Mojo, Trey Clugston will be on the mound leading it off. Dominic DeMiro hitting second at third base. And Houston Schmutz will be playing first, rounding out the Mojo squad. Schmutz got traded to the Mojo from the Stingers, and that's a big pickup for this Mojo squad. They've had many issues with player availability this season. Able to get Schmutz, and they got 3 here tonight. Should be a good matchup. We do have our own Molly Foley on the field. She is with Mojo team captain Trey Clugston.
Hey everyone, like Mark said, I'm joined tonight with captain of Metropolitan Mojo, Trey Clugston. Trey, I understand that the Mojo, despite some attendance issues, is only 2 games off 500 right now. Who's active in the lineup tonight?
Tonight we have Howard coming in, filling in another hole for it, just because it's been tough. We've had injuries, we've had maternity leave now for Tyler. By the way, congratulations on your second kid, Tyler. And then we got Dom tonight, so running with 3 again, which has been the kind of flavor of the season so far, but I think we managed to do pretty well.
What a fun shout out for Tyler. That's fantastic news. Thanks for letting everyone know. So then, heading into this matchup against the Wolfpack, I know that it's been a tough season for the Wolfpack so far, but how are you planning to keep things strong for Mojo and not get too confident heading into the matchup?
You gotta just try to win. That's all it is. Put their bat to the ball. Don't let them put their bat to the ball. Just go out there, have fun. Hopefully win, obviously, but I mean, here to have fun.
Awesome, Trey. Thanks so much. Good luck out there tonight.
Thank you, Molly. And you just heard from Mojo team captain Trey Clugston. Going to be interesting. This is the first matchup this season that we've had 2 teams with only 3 men playing. So it is an even matchup. Generally, these wiffle ball teams have 4 players on each squad playing, but going to be an interesting time with only 3 for each team here tonight. And if you might have heard me mention earlier in the broadcast that Houston Schmutz was traded to this Mojo squad earlier in the day. The Stingers dealt Schmutz to the Mojo, and the Stingers, in return, they're going to receive a conditional second-round pick for 2024. And this Stingers team, although they have had their struggles this year, the defending champion Stingers, they have 3 first-round picks for next year. And they just received that second-round conditional pick for Schmutz here today. It's going to be a crazy draft for the Stingers next season. Peter, do you have anything to say about your draft picks for next year?
Yeah, it's just they're always good to have. We're going to be building for the future. Obviously, this isn't the season we wanted, but coming off a World Series win, it's going to be nice to have those.
Ground ball right back to Trey Clugston. He throws over to Schmutz and gets Harden for out number 1. Quick out for the Mojo. Back to you, though, Peter, what you were saying.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that it's you know, it's gonna be really beneficial to have those draft picks and you know, fill those pieces that are hurting us this year that we don't have.
Going to be interesting. I don't think I've ever seen a team have 4 different picks in 1 year. You got to be pretty excited to work with that next season.
Oh, it's gonna be fun for sure. We can get kind of fancy with it, so we'll see what happens.
1-1 here to Jace Pratt. And, you know, although the Wolfpack have been struggling this season, Pratt has shown quite a bit of promise for this Wolfpack team. Pratt has some really good pitches. He's trying to make sure he can get that control down as Pratt swings and misses for strike 3. That's out number 2 here in the top of the first. But no, as I was saying, Pratt's got some good pitches.
He does,
and I think he's an underrated pitcher in this league. He's not really talked about very much. You know, he's somebody that the Wolfpack are excited about, and I know Alex Harden is pumped to have him back next season. You know, this Wolfpack team, it's been a tough go for them. Only 2 wins on the year. I think this might be the worst season that a wiffle ball team has had in the AWA, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But the good news is that they're not out of it. Although they've had a tough regular season, they will have a shot at the playoffs. There will be a play-in game for the playoffs that this Wolfpack team will be able to play in. So if they're able to get hot at the right time, they can make a run in the playoffs.
It is. It's all about getting hot and just
And you'll see Trey Clugston right there. 2.77 ERA, 2-3 record, 25 strikeouts. It's been a great year for Clugston as he strikes out Curtis for out number 3. Clugston had historically not been too great pitching for the Nighthawks, but coming over in the Mojo, he's been their ace, or right next to Dominic DeMuro. No run score in the top of the first. We go to the bottom of the first here in game number 1. Trey Clugston will lead it off for the Mojo here in the bottom of the first as he looks at strike 1 from Jace Pratt. Pitch number 2 is outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Now the count. That's in the dirt. Ball 2, 2-1 here now to Clugston. Ground ball past Pratt on the mound. Pratt running to first, and he's going to be able to get there in time for the out on Clugston. Great job by Alex Harden and Jace Pratt to get the out there on Trey Clugston. 1 away in the bottom of the first. Up steps Dominic DeMuro for the Mojo. And DeMuro, to no surprise, has been unbelievable this season for the Mojo, hitting .530 on the year, 5 home runs, 29 RBIs. Those 29 RBIs leads the league in RBIs this season as he fouls that one back. Strike 1. Swing and a miss. Fouls that into the zone. 1 ball and 2 strikes. But DeMuro has been as good as ever for this Mojo team, and they're going to be a tough team to play in the playoffs. Biggest issue, as we mentioned earlier, their biggest issue has just been getting guys to show up to games. They've had to play this season with a lot of games with just only 3 guys on the team. They have been able to make some of those series work, but Pratt on the year 0-7 with a 6.82 ERA, 26 strikeouts as he walks DeMuro there. And I know the stats, they don't really tell the story with Pratt, though. He has had some growing pains early in the year. He's a rookie, but he has a lot of pitches, a lot of different pitches. He's got a lot of movement. He's got a knuckleball. He's got a slider. Fastball works well. Definitely, you know, growing pains as a rookie, but looking to come out next season for this Wolfpack team and just be dialed in. And they also have an opportunity in the playoffs as well.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he's got that good selection of pitches, and I think if he's able to start finding the strike zone with a lot of them, you know, they're going to do really well.
Ground ball past Pratt on the mound. Curtis bobbles it, and DeMiro is going to run and advance to third on the bobble out there from Curtis. That'll be a single for Houston Schmutz. DeMiro goes first to third on the play.
That's the wrong jersey. That's the wrong jersey. It's on the Mojo. Who did I trade him to anyway? Yeah. Wait a minute. Collusion. What's going on?
Runners at the corners here for the Mojo. One away. Trey Clugston steps in as he looks at ball one. Big swing and a miss there from Clugston. One ball and one strike. Clugston hitting .259 on the season, 3 home runs, 19 RBIs on the year. That hits him, evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 19 is good. 19 RBIs is good for second most on the Mojo as Clugston looks at strike 3. That's out number 2 at the bottom of the first. Pratt will have to face DeMiro, the runner in scoring position. First pitch to DeMiro is low and outside. Just a tad inside there. 2 balls, no strikes. Way outside. 3-0 now here to DeMiro. And that is ripped foul down the third base line. Strike 1, 3-1. Somebody's got to get Houston Schmutz a jersey out there. It was a last-minute trade, and you know Schmutz is just rocking the black shirt.
Yeah,
out there.
Locker room wasn't ready for him, I guess. So
got the pants on. It's like 70 degrees out here in Edmond, so he's got to be a little hot. Ground ball over to Pratt. He's just not going to have a play. That's going to bring in the game's first run. Mojo lead at 1-0 here in the bottom of the first. An RBI single for DeMiro. He reaches 30 RBIs on the year. Up to the plate steps Houston Schmutz. New addition for this Mojo squad. That's ripped high and deep out, and it hits the top of the fence and goes over. A 3-run home run for Houston Schmutz. And immediately Schmutz makes his presence known for this Mojo squad, driving in 3. The Mojo step out to a 4-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. Peter, how are you feeling about trading him away?
well, I'm just glad, you know, he's getting a chance to play, and, you know, we're happy for the draft pick.
I'm glad. Houston Schmutz, 3-run home run here in the bottom of the first. What a hit there from Schmutz. Just barely goes over the short porch out there in right, but it all counts the same. First pitch here to Trey Clugston is a ball. That's ripped over to Chad Curtis at third. Nobody's at first base for the Wolfpack team, and that's going to go out of play. Clugston will be awarded second on the overthrow from Curtis. And the Wolfpack, the struggles just continue for this team, as there's now a runner on second for Dominic DeMiro. 4 runs have scored here in the bottom of the first. There's a 6-run cap in innings 1 and 2 in the AWA. So the Mojo, Dominic DeMiro, would represent that 6th run here in the inning as he looks at another ball, 2-0. Fouled back into the backstop. Strike 1, 2 balls, 1 strike. Big swing and a miss there, evens the count at 2-2. Too low there. Full count. Now to DeMuro. Pitch from Pratt is hit high and deep, and that is out of here. A 2-run shot for Dominic DeMuro, and that's going to end the inning. The Mojo score, and they get to the limit. 6 runs in the bottom of the first. Houston Schmutz with a 3-run home run, and DeMuro providing a 2-run home run. Provide most of the offense in that inning. We go to the top of the second here in game number 1. Mojo lead it 6-0. Alex Harden leading off here for the Wolfpack. Top of the second inning. Swings and misses there for strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike to Harden. And it's been as we've mentioned multiple times, been a tough go for this Wolfpack team. Harden, though, that's a ground ball past Cluxton on the mound. DeMuro is not going to get the out on Harden. It's not in time. Alex Harden reaches on an infield single. But I was going to mention that Alex Harden has been the light of this Wolfpack team so far this year, hitting .343 on the year, 8 home runs, 16 RBI. Only 16 RBIs with 8 home runs. You don't normally see that, but
well, he's also the only remaining member from last year on this Wolfpack squad. So
that's true.
You know, it's all new faces or lack thereof for this Wolfpack squad. So
that's true. And the Wolfpack, they had an early draft pick this year. They drafted Ryan Budnick earlier in the year, and Budnick has not been able to make it out to a game for this Wolfpack team just yet, and it is really they've struggled because of it, unfortunately. But Harden, one of the leaders in the league in home runs with 8 this year, is ball number 1 to Chad Curtis. Swing and a miss there. Strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing and a miss there from Curtis. Evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2, and Curtis does well to hold off there. Full count. Now runners on first and second. Nobody out. The top of the second inning as Curtis goes around for strike 3. Out number 1 here in the inning. Alex Harden will step back up to the plate. Trying to get some offense going here for this Wolfpack squad, and Harden has provided a majority of the Wolfpack offense this year. Ripped up the middle. DeMuro diving. He's not able to get it. That ball goes all the way to the wall, and Pratt will come in to score. An RBI single for Alex Harden. And the Wolfpack get their first run up on the board of the evening. It's now 6-1 Mojo with a 5-run lead. Jace Pratt will step in with runners at the corners. Two quick balls here to Pratt. Now sitting in a favorable 2-0 count. That's low and inside for ball 3. 3-0 now to Pratt. Big swing and a miss there on 3-0. Moves the count to 3-1. And that is way outside for ball 4. That walks the bases loaded. Now on the top of the second. Bases loaded for the Wolfpack.
Second and third. Runner on second and third.
Wolfpack are going to have a ghost runner here.
Yeah.
Harden was trying to figure out why he was going to third. Wolfpack going to have a ghost runner on at first. Bases loaded. Chad Curtis to the plate. First pitch from Clugston is inside. Ball 1. Big swing and a miss there. Strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Curtis, a rookie this year for this Wolfpack squad, has had his struggles, hitting 118 on the year, 5 RBIs on the season. Still looking for that first home run in the AWA, as it's 3-1. Now to Curtis, does well to hold off there. That's ball 4. That's going to walk in a run for the Wolfpack. Wolfpack cut that Mojo lead down to just 4. Alex Harden will now represent the tying run. Comes up to the plate. Trey Clugston, who has been so good this year for this Mojo team, we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, 2.77 ERA on the season. Has 25 strikeouts. Hits the top part of the zone there. Strike 1. Just a tad outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. He's had a little bit of command issues here early in this game number 1. So that's too far inside.
Yeah, he's throwing a lot of pitches. Already at 40 for the day, so tough to be there.
That's popped up. It's hit deep. DeMiro going back on it, and that gets out of here. Alex Harden, his 9th home run on the year. It's a grand slam, and the Wolfpack have just tied the ball game 6-6. That's going to end the top of the second as the Wolfpack reach the 6-run limit, but the Wolfpack, after giving up 6 in the bottom of the first, they come right back and score 6 in the top of the second. It's a brand new ball game. We go to the bottom of the second. 6-6 is the score. We'll be right back shortly. On your screen right now, brand new to the AWA this season, Fantasy Wiffle Ball. Make sure you go to playertrader.net/AWA to play today. Choose your favorite wiffle ball players, plug them into your lineups, and the individual that scores the highest points each week will win prizes in the AWA. Make sure you go to playertrader.net/AWA to play today. 6-6 is the score between the Wolfpack and the Mojo. We're here in the bottom of the second. It's been a game of offense for both teams today as Houston Schmutz looks at ball 1. Ground ball right back to Pratt on the mound. He makes a great snag, throws over to Alex Harden. It's offline. Schmutz will advance over to second on the overthrow from Pratt. And just like that, the Mojo get a runner on at second. Unfortunately, that's one of the tough things in wiffle ball with only having 3 players. The defense can sometimes be difficult. Alex Harden playing in between first and second. You know, whenever you get a ground ball over to Chad Curtis, who's playing in between second and third, that's always a tough play because Alex has to run all the way over from where he's playing to get to first base, and generally whoever's running to first will get there right before Alex can get to the bag.
It's true.
Ball 4 there to Clugston. He will walk in the Mojo with runners on first and second. And you know, the Wolfpack were down 6-0 after the bottom of the first. Just came back and scored 6 runs in the top of the second. Brand new ball game, tied up here. Pratt's got to get some outs, though, here in this bottom of the second inning if Wolfpack want to keep this game close and win their 3rd ball game of the year. As Dominic DeMiro looks at ball 1. Too far outside there, 2-0. Ground ball right back to Pratt on the mound. Throws to Alex Harden, and he gets the out on DeMiro at first. DeMiro called out at first. The runners will advance to 2nd and 3rd. Schmutz was just coming in to hit. Dead ball after DeMiro was out. DeMiro out at first for out number 1, but the runners advance to 2nd and 3rd. Runners on 2nd and 3rd for Houston Schmutz as he looks at ball 1. 1-0. Way too far outside there from Pratt. 2 balls, no strikes. Low and outside. 3-0 here to Schmutz. And that's ball 4. 4-pitch walk to Schmutz. Loads the bases for the Mojo. And Pratt's going to have to tighten it up here with bases loaded. Wants to keep this 6-6 tie intact. Trey Clugston to the plate. Popped up into the air. Chad Curtis is right underneath it. He makes the grab for out number 2. 2 away in the bottom of the second. Great job there from Pratt, able to pop out Trey Clugston.
Yeah, it's a big out there for him, you know. Now it's you know, play at any base and you're out of this jam you're in.
Yeah, it's never easy being in a bases loaded jam, especially in a tie ball game here in the second. Dominic DeMiro to the plate. Ground ball down the 3rd baseline. Chad Curtis grabs it and he can't flip and get Clugston out at 3rd. That's a tough play. A run's going to come in for the Mojo. They now take a 7-6 lead. And that was tough. Pratt. Chad Curtis just couldn't get there in time to step on his bag at 3rd to get the out. Bases juiced for Houston Schmutz. Schmutz already with a 3-run home run for the Mojo in this game. As that first pitch hits the zone.
Dirty.
That was
a good pitch.
That was a good pitch. Big swing and a miss there for strike 2. And
Another
Pratt
good one.
now ahead
He's
here.
located now.
That was a hard pitch inside. Ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Just a tad outside there. 2-2 here to Schmutz. Schmutz was dealt earlier in the day from the Stingers. Stingers traded Schmutz to the Mojo and received a conditional 2nd-round pick for 2024. Big trade for the Mojo as they have had player availability issues all season long, and Schmutz swings and misses for strike 3. A big out for Jace Pratt and the Wolfpack as they get out of the bases loaded jam, but the Mojo score 1 more in the bottom of the second. They lead it now 7-6. We go to the final inning here in game number 1. First pitch to Pratt is a strike. 0-1 now to Pratt. Wolfpack chasing a run here in the top of the third. As that hits Pratt on the back. 2-1 the count. Wolfpack trying to do whatever they can to tie this ball game up as Pratt goes around. Count is now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And on your screen, you'll see the QR code to the AWAWiffle.com/shop. Make sure you scan the QR code, head on over to the shop, and go check out the AWA merch we have over on our website. AWAWiffle.com/shop. Head there now. 2-2 is the count to Pratt. Does well to hold off there. Full count. Now to Jace Pratt, who represents the tying run here in the top of the third. Ephus, ground ball over to Dominic DeMuro at third. He throws over to first, and it's not going to be in time to get Pratt. We're going to take a look at that play as DeMuro did hit Pratt on the leg. The call on the field is safe. And it is confirmed. Pratt is, or no, it's overturned. Pratt is called out by the production table. What a play there from DeMuro, able to hit Pratt on the leg right before he stepped on first. Call is overturned. Jace Pratt is out. 1 away for the Wolfpack here in the top of the third. Chad Curtis to the plate as he goes around for strike 1. Tough call there for the Wolfpack, as Pratt would have represented the tying run.
Yeah, sometimes it just doesn't go your way, and that's one of those cases. I mean, you know, it's an errant throw, and it just happens to hit him.
2-1 here to Chad Curtis. Swing and a miss there. 2-2, and the Wolfpack team, they really want Chad Curtis to get going here.
Well, you need him to, really, if you're going to try to, you know, get some more wins and get yourself ready for the playoffs. So, you know, let's see what he can do here in these types of situations.
Offense has definitely been something that the Wolfpack have struggled with this season. Chad Curtis just trying to still figure out this wiffle ball stuff, making the transition over from playing baseball as he fouls that one off down the third baseline. 2-2 remains the count.
Yeah, and it's funny how that transition works, how when you come from baseball, you seem to struggle a bit with wiffle ball.
And Curtis swings and misses for strike 3, out number 2 in the inning, and the Wolfpack find themselves down to their final out here in game number 1. But yeah, you mentioned it, Peter. I mean, you know, some guys who had played baseball in the past, they come in and make the transition over to wiffle ball, and they're able to make the transition pretty quick. And other guys who had played baseball in the past. Ground ball, Dominic DeMuro over at 30, bobbles it, and Harden gets there easily on the bobble from DeMuro. Wolfpack now have the tying run on at first. Jace Pratt is going to step up to the plate. This game is not over just yet between the two squads. First pitch to Pratt is high for ball 1, 1-0. Aside from the bottom of the first, in which Pratt gave up 6 runs, he's been pretty good since then, holding the Mojo to just 1 run since. Swing and a miss, and the count is now 2-1 to Pratt. Popped up over to Trey Clugston on the mound. He makes the grab for the final out, and the Mojo hold on to win game number 1. Final score of 7-6. We will be getting game number 2 started momentarily between these two teams. Mojo with a 1-game lead here against the Wolfpack. And we will be back for game number 2 shortly. But before we do so, we're going to send it down to Molly Foley on the field, who has Dominic DeMiro of the Mojo.
Mark, thanks everyone. What's up, ballers? It's Molly Foley now from the Sideline. And after our first game in tonight's series, Mojo up on top against the Wolfpack, I'm joined with Dominic DeMiro now for our Sideline interview. Dominic, congrats on the win. How are you going to keep momentum strong heading into game 2?
I mean, the bats are hot, so we just got to keep them hot throughout the game and see how it goes.
Are we going to see you on the mound in game 2?
Yeah, we'll see. We're going to talk about it right now, but hopefully so.
And I understand you have a couple of fans in the audience this evening. Care to give them a shout out?
Yeah, it's my nephews, Dante and Lorenzo, and then my brother Gabe and his friend Josh. They're all from Texas, so yeah.
I know Gabe is one of our AWA alumni, so super cool that they can come out tonight and support you.
Absolutely.
Good luck, Dominic, and thank you.
Thank you very much.
Back to you, Mark. Sweet, thanks. Good.
That's in play. That's a fair ball to Jacob. What a play from Jacob! And that is destroyed! Tie game! That's in play down the third baseline. Peter makes the great play from Peter McNeil.
To that. What a play over at third.
That's in play, and he might have just missed it. Caught and run from Jordan Wright.
Cross, get out, ball later!
And that ball is out of here. Walk off home run. Oh, top for the out as Barrett's coming home. And he gets out. And that's a shot. Zach Conway. He's heading home. Oh, he's out. He's out. Flipped over the first. I don't know my left.
Flips the first. Oh, and moonshot. Oh, he robbed it! Flare it up. What a play from Peter McNeil!
I just said week 2, yeah. I think we handed the Aces their first loss, I think. Yeah. Mark, we're on a 14 game. The Stingers their first loss, too. Yeah, but that was...
You guys have lost 14 straight? My God.
We were 2-3, now we're 2-17.
My God. That's the worst.
It hasn't been that great. I mean, you can see our record on the screen all the time. I don't know why it's so surprising.
Alex Harden will lead it off.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Here in game number 2 for the Wolfpack. Dominic DeMiro on the mound for the Mojo. Starts Harden off with strike 1. the Wolfpack have not won a game since week 2 of this AWA season. They've lost 14 straight games.
That is tough.
Heading into this one as DeMiro hits the zone there. Dominic DeMiro this season pitching 4-3 on the year, 2.36 ERA with 34 strikeouts, and make that 35 as Harden swings and misses there for strike 3. 1 away in the top of the first. Up steps Jace Pratt for the Wolfpack. Jeez, the 14 straight losses for this Wolfpack team. They got to stop the bleeding somehow.
Yeah, I mean, eventually your luck will turn around. I mean, you know, it's a game of odds, but that's tough. I mean, that's like, you know, you don't want to show up at the ballpark after a certain point.
That's really difficult. I think that might be, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that is the longest losing streak ever in the AWA since its inception.
That is correct, I believe.
1-1 here to Jace Pratt as that is low and in the dirt for ball 2. 2-1. Popped up into the air. DeMiro will not get there in time. Count is now 2 balls and 2 strikes. And I mean, you know, 14-game losing streak. Still going to have an opportunity at the playoffs. It's, you know, it'd be some story. It'd be some story if the Wolfpack could make some noise in the playoffs here. Definitely would need like a 30 for 30 or some type of documentary on this team if they're able to turn it around. As DeMiro starts Pratt off with strike 1. Or
that was the strikeout.
Strike 3. I apologize.
That was the second strikeout of the inning.
Pat strikes out for out number 2. Back-to-back strikeouts for DeMiro. Chad Curtis to the plate has a negative .67 batting WAR this season for the Wolfpack. Been a tough go for Curtis in his rookie season. You know, these stats for the Wolfpack, like I was saying, if they were able to somehow turn this thing around, that's ripped high and deep. Chad Curtis has just gone deep for his first time in the AWA, and he gives the Wolfpack a 1-0 lead here in the top of the first. Curtis said that negative .67 B-WAR, forget about it. I'm going deep. 1-0 Wolfpack lead it.
You heard you talking about him up here, that's for sure.
What a job there from Chad Curtis, his first ever home run in the AWA, and it was much needed. Wolfpack get out to an early 1-0 lead. Alex Harden more than likely will be pitching in this game number 2 as he goes around there for strike 1. Harden, an established pitcher in the league. And we'll see if he can hold on to this 1-run lead through 3 innings. Fouled off there. Count remains 0-2. 0-2 from DeMiro, hits the zone, freezes Harden for out number 3. Chad Curtis goes the distance, hits a 1-run, a solo home run in the top of the first. Wolfpack lead at 1-0. We go to the bottom of the first here in game number 2. Dominic DeMiro lead it off here in the bottom of the first. Looks at ball 1.
You know something I just realized is Dominic hits righty but throws lefty.
You just realized that?
I just realized that.
Ground ball over to Curtis at third. He bobbles it. And DeMiro reaches first easily.
Well, that's what having the highest
Leadoff
WAR in the AWA will do right there. You get a lot of leadoff singles.
DeMiro also leading the league in average. Only hitter in the league to have an over a 500 average. It's Trey Clugston.
Is he really over
ball
500?
1. He is. That's ripped high and deep to right field, and it's out of here. A 2-run shot for Trey Clugston, and just like that, the Mojo have lost their 1-0 lead. Or the Wolfpack have lost the 1-0 lead. Mojo lead at 2-1 here in the bottom of the first.
Trey showed a little opposite field power there, sent that one over the right field fence, and yeah, that's unfortunate. Wolfpack just can't hang on to a lead, it seems.
Unfortunate there for the Wolfpack. Mojo now lead at 2-1. Houston Schmutz up to the plate for the Mojo. First pitch inside, ball 1. Second pitch low and inside, 2-0. Now here to Schmutz. Nicks the zone, strike 1. Harden able to connect there. Just a tad outside, 3-1. Now to Schmutz. Full count now to Schmutz. Nobody on, nobody out. Ground ball, a chopping ground ball to Harden. Throws over to Pratt at first. It's not going to be in time to get Schmutz. Harden will ask for a replay on that just to make sure, so we'll double check with the booth. Call on the field is safe. And the call is confirmed. He is safe at first. DeMiro up to the plate for the Mojo. Looks at ball 1. Fouled off into the stands. Strike 1, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Like a souvenir for a fan.
Big swing and a miss there. 1-2. Harden this season, 2-6 on the year, a 4.2 ERA with 40 strikeouts. No surprise there. The Wolfpack's only 2 wins have come with Harden on the mound. 1-2 is the count here to DeMiro. Pitch from Harden. Swing and a miss. Dominic DeMiro strikes out on the high fastball. And there's now 1 out in the bottom of the first. Trey Clugston will step up to the plate after just hitting a 2-run home run in his last at-bat. First pitch outside. One and 1. Now to Clugston. Fouls that one back. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Runner on first, 1 away in the inning. Curveball just nearly missing the zone. Evens the count at 2-2. And Harden spikes that one in the dirt. Full count now to Clugston. Popped up into the air. Harden not going to get there in time.
Oh, he needs to work on them sprints. He was slow off the line there.
Harden thought he might have an opportunity, but held up. Count will remain full here to Clugston. 1 away in the bottom of the first. Harden throws low for ball 4. Clugston will walk. Mojo have runners on first and second. Still only 1 out in the inning. Houston Schmutz will step in. Big swing and a miss there from Schmutz, 0-1. outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Popped up into the air. Chad Curtis almost misread it. Throws over to try to get DeMiro and overthrows him. DeMiro rounding third, heading home, and he will score. A run comes home for the Mojo. They now lead it 3-1. That's ripped high and deep. DeMiro has just gone yard, a 2-run shot. And the Mojo now lead it 5-1. DeMiro's second home run of the series puts him at 7 home runs on the year. And the Mojo just continue to add on to this lead. They are 1 run away from reaching the 6-run limit here in the first inning.
Trey almost just sent it there.
This is the second time today that the Mojo have put up at least 5 runs in the first.
And 2 home runs in the first inning.
That as well. 101. Strike 3 to Clugston for out number 2. 3 outs, and we go to the top of the second. Mojo lead it 5-1. Jace Pratt will lead it off in the top of the second. Wolfpack giving up 5 runs in the bottom of the first after leading 1-0. So that's outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. It's just been a tough go of things for this Wolfpack team.
Yeah, it just seems
fouls that one off.
You know, when it rains, it pours, and it's been pouring for the whole season now.
Wolfpack in jeopardy of losing their 15th straight game as Pratt strikes out for out number 1. And, you know, the Wolfpack were really a league favorite team heading into this season. You know, you generally would see a lot of excited Wolfpack fans in the comments. Thomas Belehouse is one guy who the Wolfpack really miss. You know, he's unable to be here for the rest of the season, playing some summer ball. Thomas is the only player in this league that has the hope alive to play in the MLB someday.
I don't know about you. I still, you know, still dreaming of it.
Do you?
Oh, yeah, we'll see. You just watch.
2-0 here to Chad Curtis.
My 40-mile-an-hour curveballs are going to be in there.
Really?
Jamie Moyer-esque. Oh, yeah. You watch it.
Okay. 3-0 here to Curtis. That's fouled back into the backstop. Curtis with a solo home run back in the first inning, his first home run of the season. First home run in the AWA, and being a rookie this year. 3-1 is the count here to Curtis. Pitch from DeMiro is fouled back. Count is now full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Big swing and a miss from Curtis there. He strikes out swinging. Out number 2 here in the top of the second. Alex Harden step up to the plate.
Back-to-back strikeouts for DeMiro there, so he's pitching pretty well today. He's got that nice curve sliding into the zone.
Feeling good.
Alex has struck out twice already.
Harden does not go around there. Ball 1. And that's low and in the dirt for ball 2. 2-0. Not a Harden. Swing and a miss for strike 1. 2-1. Nobody on. 2 away. The top of the second. Mojo sitting the 4-run lead. Ground ball right back to DeMiro, and DeMiro will tag Alex Harden for out number 3. No run score for the Wolfpack in the top of the second. We go to the bottom of the second here in game 2.
They're 2-15 on the year. No, 2-17 on the season. You're about to make them 2-18. Hey, the game's not over.
You don't gotta say
A lot of game left, man.
The game's not over. Hey, let's go. Go for grit.
I'm angry behind that throw.
Outside to Schmutz, 2-0. Count. Way outside there. 3 balls. No strikes. As Schmutz is able to foul that one off for strike 1. 3-1, nobody on, nobody out in the inning. Popped up into the air. Alex Harden is right underneath it. He will make the grab for out number 1. 1 away.
It's a good over-the-shoulder catch there.
That was nice.
Yeah.
That was nice. Nice little highlight there for the Wolfpack.
Yeah.
You know, one thing about the Wolfpack, though, I will say that their jerseys are pretty cool. I like that they have, like, that scratch, you know, right on the number, next to the number. Ground ball, pass Harden on the mound. Chad Curtis cannot field it cleanly, and DeMiro will get there easily. Runner on first, 1 away.
Yeah, it's like a wolf claw mark.
Yeah, it's like a wolf claw, you know what I mean?
Yeah, looks good. The jerseys are looking good this year. They're looking clean.
They are looking clean.
And if you're a fan, you can pick one up over at the AWA shop.
Hits the zone, 0-1. Yeah, make sure you head on over to the AWA Wiffle Ball shop. Check out those Wolfpack uniforms. Clugston holds off there. 1-1. And that's ripped over the head of Curtis. It's going to hit the wall as DeMiro heads over to third. And gets him. What a throw there from Chad Curtis for out number 2. Able to get DeMiro trying to advance over to third. Chad Curtis, like a sniper out there, hits DeMiro. 2 outs, runner on first for the Mojo. Houston Schmutz will step up to the plate. Big swing and a miss for strike 1. 0-1 is that curveball is low for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Too high there. 2-1 now to Schmutz. Tad inside. 3-1 now the count. Inside for ball 4 and Houston Schmutz will walk. Runners on first and second. Still 2 away in the inning. Dominic DeMiro will step up to the plate.
Yeah, this is a tough out to get here. He's 3 for 4 on the day. Home run, 2 singles. Alex is going to have his work cut out for him to try to get that last out here.
And it's an out the Wolfpack desperately need if they want to stop the bleeding. It was a major out from Chad Curtis getting DeMiro heading over to third. So they got the lead runner. But DeMiro now up to the plate. Probably trying to look for some revenge, and he's gonna get it. A 3-run home run for Dominic DeMiro, and the Mojo add on 3 more runs to their total. They now lead it 8-1 in the bottom of the second. 3-run home run for Dominic DeMiro. You know, I'm stoked for the Mojo. I'm happy for them, but this Wolfpack team struggling a little bit.
It's tough, yeah. You know, and it's unfortunate because you go back to, you know, their draft and they had a lot of potential there, and it just hasn't worked out for them. Guys never showed. You know, the team was really kind of torn apart after last season, and it's just you know, it's unfortunate to see what happened.
Trey Cluxton has a live mic. Be able to listen in on his at bat.
Oh, dang it. No, don't catch it. Maybe look good.
Chase Pratt is right underneath it to make the grab for out number 3. But the Mojo, they add 3 more runs onto their lead. Dominic DeMiro, 3-run shot. We go to the final inning here in game number 2. Mojo lead it 8-1. Booth told us that they have a surprise for us. Peter, I love you, but I don't know if I love you like that.
No, yeah. Let's get Alex up here. I know.
Yeah. I know you and Alex are really close like that. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, that was interesting. That was interesting. But you know, back to wiffle ball. We're here in the top of the 3rd. Chase Pratt will lead it off for the Wolfpack. Down 7 runs as Pratt swings and misses there, 0-1. Low and in the dirt for ball 1, 1 ball, 1 strike. Ground ball over to Trey Cluxton over at short. He throws to first and it's in time to get Jace Pratt for out number 1. 1 away in the top of the 3rd inning. Wolfpack down to their final 2 outs here in game number 2. Mojo looking to secure this series win and send the Wolfpack to 2-18 on the year. DeMiro low and in the dirt for ball 1. Tad outside there for ball 2, 2-0. Trey Cluxton has a live mic. You'll be able to hear him out there in the field.
Oh, I am? I wasn't earlier? Oh. Oh no, they're putting me on the spot, guys. Did you see that sick play I just made? I'm pretty good. Occasionally.
That was a nice play by Trey Cluxton.
What is it? Is it 2s?
It's
2-0. Yeah.
2-0 here to Chad Curtis as he looks to strike 1. 2-1.
Okay, 2-2 now. Okay.
2 balls and 2 strikes. We have the count wrong. 2-2 here to Chad Curtis. Pitch from DeMiro, and Curtis goes around for strike 3. 2 away. Now on the top of the 3rd.
This is top 3, so 1 more out, and then we're good.
Wolfpack down to
and then we do
final out.
Another one.
DeMiro hits the zone. You'll be able to hear Trey Cluxton, who's out on the field right now for the Mojo. That is way out of here. Alex Harden going deep to center, a solo home run. And the Wolfpack get another run back.
Just
cut this lead down to 6.
Yeah. Well, they're not out of it yet, you know.
Alex Harden padding those stats as he flips us the double bird up in the broadcast booth. We didn't appreciate that. 8-2.
That's your fault.
Ground ball back to Tamiro on the mound, and he throws to first to get Pratt for out number 3. The Mojo take game 2, final score 8-2, and they also take the series.
You didn't give up 7 runs.
We're going to get game number 3 started shortly between these two teams. Mojo trying to complete the sweep. The Wolfpack trying to avoid the sweep. We'll be getting game number 3 started shortly. We'll have a short intermission between the two games. Be right back.
What'd I do? What am I doing?
Oh no.
Oh no. Okay, which camera? Is that one?
Yeah, we can't do that. There we go.
Why don't we have that, Mark?
We have our own Molly Foley on the field. One moment here, we're having some technical difficulties.
It's not connected?
No, I'm on red.
I got you.
Really?
Right, go over and do the mic to Molly.
Yeah, is that one connected?
Just use Trey's mic.
Okay, thank you.
Pretend I'm not here.
Oh, how do you get it?
Give her the mic. What are you doing? I can't get it out fast enough. I'm stuck. Just get it out.
Headed over to Molly.
What's up, ballers? Hey everyone, it's Molly Foley now from the Sideline again, and this time we're wrapping up game 2. Unfortunately, another loss this evening for the Wolfpack, but I'm joined with member of Wolfpack, Chad Curtis, who got his first home run of the AWA season. Chad, walk me through what's on your mind.
It's been a very rough season for me, so I am glad I finally got a hit. A home run, I'll take it.
Woohoo! I know we're all rooting for you. What's the mindset now heading into game 3 to hopefully come away with a win?
More hits.
More hits. You heard it here, folks. That's the key. Thanks so much, Chad, and good luck. Back to you, Mark, now. Jack, who should have it now? Oh, Alex. Alex. Here you go.
Hey, congrats.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
so
you.
exciting.
Just know that mic's going live.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, like right now it is.
Oh, really?
Like, don't say anything.
They can hear what I'm saying right now, like right this second?
Yes.
So I'm like part of the crew.
Yeah.
Not allowed to
cool.
say no words on that.
Talk to you though, so I don't know.
It'd be cool if I could talk.
I could do an interview with you while you're on the field.
That would be cool. There's gotta be a headset or something.
I'm not saying that. All right. Trey. What? Line up. Same one. Cool. Alex, line up.
Peter, it's the same as game one. Just swap Jason and I.
Where?
No, it goes in. It goes inside, yeah.
But I mean, I want to go through.
You guys are family. I'm assuming they probably know how to patch over there, you know.
Get a little MacGyver. Lovely night. Oh, yeah. That's actually good. No, I don't want to.
That was on your list? Oh.
Let's get it going. All right, are we ready are you ready to rumble?
That's in play. That's a fair ball to Jacob. What a play from Jacob! And that is destroyed! The tie game! That's in play down the third base line. Peter makes the great play from Peter McNeil.
To that. What a play over at third.
That's in play, and he might have just missed it. Caught and run from Jordan Wright.
Cross, get out, ball later!
And that ball is out of here. Walk off home run. Oh, on for the out. His Bears coming home. And that's a shot. Zach Hoffman. He's heading home. Oh, he's out. He's gonna be out.
Flips the first. Oh, and moonshot. Oh, he rolled it!
Oh, from Allen already.
Flare it up. What a play from Peter McNeil!
Hey, man.
Hey, you can just clap all day.
Hey, man. Wait a second. Let's shoot the messenger.
That's in play. That's a fair ball to Jacob. What a play from Jacob! And that is destroyed! Tie game! That's in play down the third base line. Peter makes the great play from Peter McNeil.
To that. What a play over at third.
So they can't hear what I'm saying right now?
No, we're just hearing Marshall. What a play! All right, now we're good. Get your buns in there. Let's go.
Oh, wait. Drink water. Hydro homie.
How it's hard to do.
RIP to the OG stuff.
Wolfpack's trying to avoid this sweep here against the Mojo. Back on the mound, going to be 2 runs. Now ball over to the mirror on the mound. Gives it clean. Throws the first. It's not in time to get Harden. If the throw was a little offline over to Schmutz at first. Now Harden on the infield single, and at the plate is Jace Pratt. There's Wolfpack block. Good start for the Wolfpack. Getting running on. Yeah. Better step in. The first run on the goes ahead. Still hunting for that third one. Ball got one off. Jace Pratt, 1 ball and 1 strike now. Now ball over to the middle. Bobbles it. Pratt hustling the first, and DeMiro still gets scratched. DeMiro gets scratched. Ball goes out. The booth will take a look at it. Just be confirmed. And it's confirmed that Pratt is out. DeMiro, after bobbling while in the third team, is able to get out on Pratt, one away in the inning, but Harden does move from first to third on the play. Wolfpack with a runner in scoring position. Chad Curtis. And DeMiro is low for ball one. That's a fair ball down the first base line. Schmutz tosses it over to DeMiro, and they get Curtis for the out, but that's going to drive in a run for the Wolfpack. Back now up 1-0 early here in the top of the first. Good play from DeMiro and Schmutz. The out there on Curtis. Now Harden has the play coming off to the way. Oh, he's got DeMiro. Hits him on the chest. And Harden gets the first easily. Another single for Alex Harden. He's now 2 for 2 quickly with 2 singles. Right back where it came from. Good thing we're not using the balls that have no holes like the one you might have seen TikTok of Chase Winter a few days ago. Winter got hit on the leg with one of those. Crazy well, all purple and everything. Good shot. Fouls the first pitch on to strike one. Big swing and a miss there. And out of one behind 0-2. Ground ball down the third baseline. It's a tough play for Trey Clugston. And Pratt an infield single moves Harden over to second. Runners on first and second. Now Curtis steps in to see it up. And that's Trey. I meant to say that's a play. It's a different play. Pitch to Chad Curtis in there. Second pitch is in there for strike 2. 0-2 the count to Chad Curtis. The Wolfpack do score a run here in the top of the first. They lead it 1-0. We go to the bottom of the first. In the final game. And on the screen right now, we're going to have Sideline from green number 2, a home run from Blake Clugston. Mojo ends up winning green. Number 2 final score at 3-2. So replay from that green. DeMiro with another bomb there. Harden with a deep home run to center. Throws that pass to center back for it from Alex Harden. And those are the highlights from game number 2 again. Mojo in that green pass for 2. In the bottom of the first inning, Dominic DeMiro lead it out. That does not one. DeMiro goes along with strike 2. Swing and a miss there, a 3-pitch strikeout to Dominic DeMiro. Great job.
Oh, I know.
Step up to the plate.
Alex, you're live.
From left to right.
Good toss.
Hopefully Jace strikes him out here. I don't want to move. No throw. No man's land.
Houston Schmutz up to the plate, 1 on and 1 out. Schmutz has had a pretty good debut here for the Mojo.
Yeah, home run under his belt, so he's carrying that Stinger success over.
2-0 here to Schmutz. Big swing and a miss there. Strike 1. Schmutz had an injury, and I was talking to him before the game. He's not normally a left-handed hitter. He generally hits right-handed, so pretty impressive. He's able to go and pull a home run over the right field wall earlier in the series as Schmutz walks.
Nice.
Runners on first and second. You'll be able to hear Alex Harden. He's live in the field.
Is there a button?
Talking to Clugston.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think.
Alex, you're live. Just let me know.
Yeah. I don't know what to talk about.
Swing and a miss there from DeMiro. Strike 1, 0-1. The knuckleball is inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. DeMiro has just been absolutely electric here today as Pratt throws that one inside. 2-1 now to DeMiro. Knuckleball inside again. 3 balls, 1 strike. Runners on first and second, 1 away. Wolfpack holding on to a 1-0 lead as DeMiro fouls that one off. Full count. And that hits DeMiro for ball 4. That'll walk the bases loaded in the bottom of the first. Trey Clugston will step up to the plate. Clugston had a home run earlier in the series. Looking to add on to that home run total here.
Yeah, a little Oppo Taco for him.
I'm historically a great knuckleball hitter.
Clugston's 4th home run on the year for the Mojo.
I don't know if that's true. It's not. I was going to say.
Outside for ball 1. 1-0 here to Clugston. Too far outside there from Pratt. 2-0.
Yeah.
Ground ball underneath Pratt. Schmutz will score. And that'll be an RBI single for Trey Clugston. The score is now tied 1-1 here in the bottom of the first. Bases will remain loaded for the Mojo, and Houston Schmutz will step up.
Hey, we need time for a second.
Long walk.
You have the same line.
Yeah. Did we mess it up? I think we did.
We are having a few technical difficulties. We are going to have a short intermission. We will be right back.
Dom, did you lead off this inning? but I had gone pitching and everything. I just had to bat it with the.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. But at the same time, I don't feel bad for you guys because you guys.
I'm not concerned about it.
Oh, here in the and it's also tied. And you're big.
I'm going to be the first player in AWA history to get back-to-back hits.
You're up to the plate. There's 2 outs now in your inning because of that order.
Okay.
It seems like we either have really like just super long innings or just like 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. 1-1. Yeah. Yeah, just hold them. We're just trying to make sure you get the ball correctly. Bases loaded. There's going to be 2 outs in the inning. No, we can have the mirror there.
So, back to the first game, it goes me, then Dom, then Jesus.
Now you can skip this out. We're doing it now.
Okay, so the Mojo, so we have the technical difficulties all figured out now. We're back. We're about to get this game started. Bases are loaded, but the Mojo hit out of order with our stats. So we're going to give the Mojo an out. So it's now going to be 2 outs in the inning. The score is still tied 1-1. Bases are still loaded, but there's 2 away in the bottom of the first. Trey Clugston up to the plate for the Mojo. 0-0 is the count. First pitch from Pratt hits the zone. A good knuckleball. It's now 1-1. Too far inside. Ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ground ball right back to Pratt. He throws home and will get the out on DeMiro at home for out number 3. 1-run scores for the Mojo in the bottom of the first. The game is tied 1-1. We go to the top of the second here in the final game of the series.
Mark is up. I think it was Alex. Alex is up.
One of these days I'll catch all 3. Oh, sorry, that was a bad thought.
Alex Harden will lead it off here in the top of the second for the Wolfpack. Game is tied 1-1 here in the game.
He's got 2 singles on the day. Let's see if he can make it 3.
Alex, 2 for 2 on the day. On the game, I should say. Ball 1 here to Harden from DeMiro. Swing and a miss there, and the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Nobody on, nobody out in the inning as Harden will look at ball 2. 2-1. Another tough swing and a miss there from Harden. The count is even at 2-2. Ground ball hits the tree down the third baseline. Foul. Count stays 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fouls that one off, and the count will remain 2-2. Some nice little battle here for Alex Harden.
Getting
starting off
count
at
up.
the top of the second. 2-2 from DeMiro. Hits the zone, freezes Harden for out number 1. 1 away in the top of the second. Jace Pratt will step up to the plate. Nobody on, 1 out. Good pitch there from DeMiro. Ends up winning the battle there against Harden.
Yeah, good at bat, but, you know, looks like Dom just came out ahead there.
Dom's had a great year, both at the plate and on the mound. Definitely a favorite this season, one of the favorites to win the MVP. Ground ball over to Trey Clugston at third, throws over to Schmutz at first. He's off the bag, couldn't handle it, and Jace Pratt will reach. 1 on and 1 out now for Chad Curtis. Congratulations to Chad Curtis getting his first ever home run in the league last game. Solo home run to deep center as DeMiro starts him off with ball 1.
Hopefully he'll take that ball home and put it up on the mantle.
It always feels good to get that first one out of the way. And we've generally seen in the AWA when you get that first one, those home runs start to come in bunches, and then they just a snowball effect. And you know, we'll see here if Chad Curtis can hit another one here in game 3. Looking at a 3-0 count, nice favorable count. See if DeMiro gives him something to work with here with his next pitch. (3-0) here to Chad Curtis, 1 on, 1 away. And that is inside, too far inside for ball 4. Chad Curtis walks, and the Wolfpack now with runners on first and second. Alex Harden will step in.
What? Oh. Sure teams say that when
Ball 1 in the dirt. 1-0 here to Harden. Hits the top of the zone. Skips back and hits the laptop. 1-1. Too far outside. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Harden. Runners on first and second. Wolfpack with the go-ahead run on at second. Looking to take the lead here. Harden goes around. Strike 2. That's ripped high and deep, and Alex Harden has just hit a 3-run home run in the Wolfpack. Now out to a 4-1 lead in the top of the second inning. Alex Harden just providing the offense for this Wolfpack squad. Hits his 10th home run on the year.
Yeah.
Harden in the double-digit home run club. He joins Jake Oliver as one of the only players in the league to be at double digits homers this year. Harden and Jake Oliver up there in double digits. That's not true. It should be, because Jake has 10. First pitch to Pratt is outside. Ball 1, 1-0. Alex Harden, we thought it was home run number 10, but it's actually home run number 11 for Harden on the year. He leads the league in home runs, and Pratt goes deep to deep left center, and he goes yard. Back-to-back home runs for the Wolfpack, and the Wolfpack now with a 4-run lead. They lead at 5-1 here in the top of the second.
Wow. When was the last time they had a lead like this?
Pretty great job here from Pratt and Harden going back to back in the top of the second. DeMiro, who's been so good this season on the mound, does not give up very many home runs. The Wolfpack, like I mentioned earlier, starting their home runs coming in bunches.
Yeah.
As Chad Curtis now has looking at an 0-2 count. Which is outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the Wolfpack, they're hunting for that 3rd win. Now in the nice situation here, up 4 runs. In the top of the second as Chad Curtis strikes out right there. 2 away now in the top of the second. Got to be feeling pretty good about that, though. Harden and Pratt on back-to-back.
Oh, for sure. You know, anything to bring life to this team. You know, they're just looking for something, and you know, maybe this is the moment.
Alex Harden, the home run king, passes Jake Oliver. 11 home runs on the year for Harden. Jake Oliver with 10 on the year. The only two players in the league to have double-digit home runs.
And it just seems like a couple years ago when we were, you know, we had 20, 30 home run guys. You know, it's kind of crazy how the league's changed and how the home runs are starting to kind of wind down now. Like,
goes to show you how good the pitching has gotten in this league. And guys have really figured it out as Harden goes around there for strike 3. But the Wolfpack, they get 4 runs in the top of the second, and 3-run home run from Alex Harden, a solo home run from Jace Pratt. Wolfpack lead at 5-1. We go to the bottom of the second here in game number 3.
So Dominic's now up then? Correct. Okay. Yeah. What happened to me that fast? Okay?
We skipped you and gave you like now, so nothing happens to you. Hold on.
Dominic DeMiro leads it off in the bottom of the second. Mojo looking at a 4-run deficit. First time here really today that they've been trailing as Pratt starts DeMiro off with 2 straight balls, 2-0. Ball 3. And Pratt trying to be careful here against DeMiro, who's just been electric all day. That's ball 4. 4-pitch walk to DeMiro. Mojo get a runner on. Nobody out. Houston Schmutz will step in for the Mojo.
Oh, yeah.
Pratt trying to do whatever he can to make sure that the Wolfpack maintain this 4-run lead. Pitch inside, there to Schmutz. Ball 1. Just a tad outside there. 2 balls, no strikes. High and outside. 3-0 now to Schmutz. And that is too high for ball 4. Back-to-back 4-pitch walks for Pratt. He's thrown 8 straight balls. Start this bottom of the second. Mojo.
Yeah, Pratt really needs
First
to find the
2-0.
zone here.
Yeah.
I mean, you got the run lead. You know, you need to just start hitting the zone, and you know, can't be getting free men on base.
It's an unfortunate situation here with, you know, Wolfpack up 4. You don't want to walk too many guys as Clugston looks at ball 1. That's ripped high and deep over the right field wall. Trey Clugston with the 3-run home run, and the Mojo are now within 1 here in the bottom of the second. Unfortunately, those walks, those 2 walks to lead off the inning, coming back to bite the Wolfpack as Trey Clugston makes the Wolfpack pay with a 3-run shot over the right field wall.
Yeah, it's real unfortunate. Opposite field again. Trey just, you know, pushes that ball over the fence, and got a close ball game now. You know, Wolfpack are gonna have to fight for that. You know, fight for that win.
That seemed to be the troubles for the Wolfpack. They have gotten out of some leads, like we just saw here with a 4-run lead, but they tend to lose that lead later in the games. They can't hold on to it, which is just unfortunate. 1-2 is the count here to DeMiro. Nobody out still in the inning. Popped up into the air. It's going to stay in the yard. Harden can't make the grab, and DeMiro will reach. Harden just couldn't get underneath that and make the grab. Might have had a gust of wind there that might have blown it right away from him, but DeMiro, got to credit him with the single, and he gets on. Wolfpack's still looking for that first out in the second. Pratt starts Schmutz off with ball one. Knuckleball in there for strike one. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ball two. 2 balls, 1 strike. Big swing and a miss there from Schmutz. Evens the count at 2-2. Mojo with that tying run on at first base. Schmutz would represent the go-ahead run. Pratt throws that too far outside. Full count now to Schmutz, and the knuckleball will walk Schmutz. Runners now on first and second for the Mojo. And back up to the plate, Trey Clugston, who finds himself in a similar situation after just hitting a 3-run home run in his last at-bat. Will have another opportunity here against Pratt. First pitch to Clugston is outside, 1-0. Second pitch too high, 2 balls, no strikes. Knuckleball nicks the zone. That's a strike there. Good job there from Pratt, able to connect. 2-1. That knuckleball too far inside. 3 balls, 1 strike now to Clugston. Too far inside. That'll walk Trey Clugston. Bases now loaded for the Mojo. Still no outs in the inning. And Dominic DeMiro will step up to the plate. Tough situation here for the Wolfpack.
No. He's down. If he throws a strike, like if there's
First pitch to DeMiro is outside, 1-0. That's ripped high and deep, and it's out of here. DeMiro crushed the ball in midair, hits a grand slam, and the Mojo now take a 3-run lead in the bottom of the second. 8-5. The Mojo hit the 6-run cap. In the bottom of the second inning is over. The Mojo lead 8-5. We go to the top of the third here in game number 3. Jace Pratt leads it off in the top of the third for the Wolfpack. Mojo with an 8-5 lead thanks to a Dominic DeMiro grand slam. And that is going to be a foul ball. It did not go past the bunt line there on the field. Strike 1 there to Pratt. Nobody on, nobody out in the top of the third. Wolfpack down 3 runs in the inning. Looking for 3. Only 3 outs. Be a little bit of a tall task there as Pratt looks at ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Pratt and Harden did go back-to-back earlier in the game. for the Wolfpack there. We need to get something going here as Pratt rips that one down the third baseline. He'll round first and hold up there. A single for Jace Pratt.
Maybe a good start for the Wolfpack, you know?
Good little start there for the Wolfpack. One on, nobody out. Chad Curtis stepping up to the plate.
Big Flowers is back.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Oh, career back? Yeah. What? Yeah.
Jace Pratt first pitch, or Chad Curtis first pitch to him. Looks at ball 1, 1-0. Swing and a miss there for strike one. 1 ball and 1 strike here to Curtis. Too far inside. 2-1. 2-1. Runner on first. Back down 3 runs, trying to avoid this sweep against the Mojo. Win their 3rd game of the season. 3-1. Hits the zone. A good curveball there from DeMiro. Count is now full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Three-two here to Chad Curtis. 1 on, nobody out. Swing and a miss, and Chad Curtis strikes out swinging for out number 1. 1 away in the top of the 3rd. Alex Harden steps up to the dish.
The 3rd inning, I think.
Harden, your home run king in the AWA. 11 home runs on the year. And if you'd ask me, that's the most coveted leaderboard to be on in the AWA, the home run leaderboard. That's over Houston Schmutz's head. That'll be a single for Alex Harden. Pratt moves on over to second base. Runners on first and second for the Wolfpack. Jace Pratt is going to step up to the plate representing the tying run for the Wolfpack.
Yeah, we'd be big here if the Wolfpack could tie this game up.
Pratt went yard earlier in the game, a solo home run. Trying to get something started here at a single in his first at-bat in the inning.
He's 4 for 5 on the day, you know, he's been seeing the ball well, so.
Hitting well against DeMiro as Pratt goes around there for strike 1. 0-1 the count. Low and in the dirt from DeMiro. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ground ball over to Trey Cluxton at third base. He fields it, throws to DeMiro, and they get the lead runner in Chad Curtis out at third. Great play there from Cluxton and DeMiro to get out number 2. 2 away here in the top of the 3rd. Wolfpack down to their final out, but Chad Curtis represents the tying run at the plate. First pitch to him is in there for strike 1. Second pitch is just a tad outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Curtis goes around there for strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Wolfpack down to their final strike here in the last game of the series. One, two, 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Tying run at the plate. The pitch from DeMiro. Outside for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hits the zone, strike 3, freezes Chad Curtis. 62 on the gun, it's a no pitch. Chad Curtis is gonna get another life here. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pitch here to Chad Curtis is ripped up the middle. It's a fair ball in play. Alex Harden will hold up there. That's a single for Chad Curtis. The bases are loaded for the home run king, Alex Harden. 11 home runs on the year, bases loaded, tying run on at first, and the go-ahead run at the plate.
This is what you want to see right here. These are the moments that wiffle ball is all about.
DeMiro hits the zone, strike one. Alex Harden rips that past Trey Cluxton. Jace Pratt is going to score, and Chad Curtis will hold up at third. The Wolfpack get a run back on the Alex Harden RBI single. Bases remain loaded. And the tying run now on at second with the go-ahead run on at first. Jace Pratt will step up to the plate. 5 for 6 on the day for Pratt. Could this be the moment? Could the Wolfpack come back and tie this ball game?
I think if you see one in the gap here, you're going to see Alex just hustling home.
Dominic DeMiro starts Pratt out with strike one, 0-1. That's low and in the dirt for ball one. 1 ball and 1 strike. Yeah, you got to think Harden's going to be chugging for home if Pratt is able to put this thing in play, as that is too fast on the gun. 1 ball and 1 strike will remain the count, and no pitch there. Speed check was in place. Pratt's been swinging it well here for the Wolfpack. Bases loaded. Wolfpack down 2 outs. Near the top of the third. And he fouls that one off for strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Pratt. Pitch from DeMiro is too far outside. Evens the count at 2-2. Some sight to see if Pratt able to get a single here or just anything to give this Wolfpack team some life, and that's too far outside. Full count now to Pratt. Bases loaded, 2 outs here in the top of the third.
Runner's going to be moving.
Pitch from DeMiro. Foul ball. That'll be a foul ball. And it was 61. It was too fast on the gun. Regardless, it's going to be a no pitch. And the count remains full. A no pitch. 61 miles per hour. 3-2 count. Bases loaded. Wolfpack down 2 runs here in the top of the third, trying to avoid the sweep against the Mojo. Pitch from DeMiro. Fouled back into the zone, and we're going to have another payoff pitch here against Pratt. It's been a battle. 3-2. Ripped up the middle underneath DeMiro, and Schmutz steps on second for the out, and the Mojo, they do it. They complete the sweep of the Wolfpack, and they win game number 3. Final score 8-6. The Wolfpack fall to 2-19 on the year. Unfortunately, Mojo improve to 11-10 on the season. You're going to see on your screen replays from the final game of the series. Mojo winning it, final score 8-6, and complete the sweep. There's a home run there from Dominic DeMiro, a 2-run shot, and another home run there. Grand slam from DeMiro, which ended up being the dagger for the Wolfpack. That's going to do it for us here tonight for Mojo Wolfpack. Mojo improved to 11-10 on the year. Wolfpack fall to 2-19. Thank you, everybody, for joining us here tonight for Mojo Wolfpack. We will be back on Wednesday night for another wiffle ball matchup. Have a good night, everybody.